Various youth groups on Monday placed support for the tax reform bills under consideration at the National Assembly, acknowledging their potential to reshape Nigeria's economy. The bills, Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, the Nigeria Tax Bill, the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill were transmitted to Parliament back in October of last year. Following a public hearing, lawmakers assured Nigerians of a thorough review. Here's the report.
At the National Youth Dialogue on Tax Reform Bills, the Alumni Association with Legislative Mentorship Initiative praised the federal government's efforts but urged a balanced approach. Representative of the association, Abubakar Tijani, highlighted key benefits, including a phased reduction in company income tax to 25% by 2026, exemptions for small businesses earning below 50 million naira, and relief for low-income earners. However, he raised concerns about the proposed VAT increase to 15% by 2030, warning that it could worsen inflation and impact unemployed youths. Stakeholders at the event stressed the need to protect Nigerians' tax sovereignty and involve citizens in policy implementation, while urging the government to consider the impact of personal income tax on young professionals and propose reducing VAT to 3.5% to 5% to align with Nigeria's GDP per capita.
The tax reform bills a significant opportunity to reshape Nigeria's economic landscape. Its positive aspects, such as tax reductions for businesses and individuals, VAT exemptions on essential goods and services, and support for small enterprises, demonstrate a commitment to foster growth and alleviating poverty.
When we are discussing our tax reforms, it is impossible for us to execute it without technology. And we must recognize the fact that we must protect our sovereignty, our tax sovereignty at this time. Very important.
Pushing for the reduction in value-added tax is necessary, such that the figures can reflect our GDP per capita reality as of today. And speaking for young Nigerians today, I would like to say we should consider moving for 3.5% to 5% to better reflect our GDP per capita. Thank you.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, who was represented by Rep. Leke Abejide, assured youth groups that their input will be considered before the bills are passed. Chairman of the House Committee on Youth, Rep. Olamiju Alawakala, emphasized the need to update Nigeria's tax laws to address modern fiscal challenges.
To me, I believe if we get it right with the youth, then we have gotten it right with the country. Whatever you present today, I want to assure you, is going to be incorporated into the bill, and we will look at it genuinely, and it will be among those clauses that will be passed on the floor of the House of Representatives.
We, the young people of this country, will make up 60 to 70% of the population of this country. And you're bringing this kind of tax bill, and you're asking, is it important? It's important. Why? Because one, if you look at low-income earners, low-income earners especially will be from the age of 35 downwards. Who are these? I don't know, youths.
In another development, the House Committee on the Southeast Development Commission has given its approval for the 2025 budget of the Southeast Development Commission, expressing hope that this approval will mark the start of much-needed development in a region that has been overlooked for over 54 years since the end of the Civil War. Chairman of the committee, Chris Nwokota, shared his optimism with reporters after the Commission's budget defense, emphasized that the approval signals the beginning of positive change for the Southeast, particularly in terms of development.
We are aware that since after the end of the Civil War, the Southeast has not been what it ought to be. Remember that at the end of the Civil War, there was this promise that was made to us, that after the end of the war, there was going to be, the 3 R's. Until today, that hasn't been done until this president signed the bill into law.
Nwokota also took the opportunity to commend President Bola Tinubu for signing the SEDC bill into law, noting that with the new budget, the previously neglected Southeast region will now experience greater government presence, particularly in form of infrastructure development. The lawmaker explained that the budget will be focused on addressing the region's significant infrastructural deficits.